What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. Worst video of the month, right here. Remember when Charlie Kirk died? Well, YouTube decided to curse my algorithm with one of the most distasteful, horrendous videos I've ever had to watch. I've watched it about twice now, and I already can't stand to hear this guy's voice. But I'm doing it for YouTube, right? This guy, Bella Delgado. What does Bella mean? Is this short for something else? Because if your name is just Bella Delgado, I'm expecting you to be a woman. And let's change that camera angle. There we go. Oh, he passed away. Aw, like texting like a woman. The fingernail emoji. Yeah. I already know what I'm dealing with here.
Charlie Kirk getting murdered by a white man underneath a banner sporting the phrase "prove me wrong" as he rambles about how violent black people are is objectively really fucking funny.
And that's the type of delusion we're going to be dealing with in this video. Yeah, it's 100% indisputable that a guy getting shot in front of his wife and kids, blood pouring out of his neck, is funny. Ha ha ha! Laughing my ass off right now.
And I have seen far too much faux moral outrage today for my liking. I posted a joke. Oh my god, a little joke on my Instagram story, and there's bitches in my DMs. Oh my god, Bella, I'm so disappointed. I can't believe that she would make light of a situation like this. You can't?
What do you think someone like this posted on social media? Someone of the far left liberal ideology on Charlie Kirk's assassination. Moving on.
What the fuck did you think I was doing here? If there's anything I'm going to do in any conundrum in this lifetime, first and foremost, it's crack a little jokey joke. Oh, I was cracking jokes the day my own father died. I was in the car on the way to see him on the slab, and I answered a call from my brother like, "Sorry, our dad can't come to the phone right now." What in the fuck makes you think I'm going to spare mercy for Charlie Kirk of all people?
And there we go. You just outed yourself as a complete fucking asshole. It's okay for you to crack jokes. Or not even innocently, because we all know what kind of shit you probably posted on social media. But it's fine because I would make the same kind of joke about my dad dying. Right on the way to see him on the slab. That's your justification. Oh, it's just an innocent joke. I'm all for jokes, but there's a fine line between satire and just hog slosh garbage. You can compare me to this guy, go through all my videos. You'll never hear me say anything as horrendous as this.
But he was a husband and father. Yeah, a shitty one who said that he would force his 10-year-old daughter to have a rape baby. He was fucking Satan.
You know, him saying that, he would force his daughter to have a rape baby, that's probably just him not compromising on his beliefs and having people hear him say something like that is just showing the crowd that he's not going to compromise. But even if his daughter did have a rape child, he would probably be loved just like any other kid in his life. Probably better than anything that you could ever love in your entire life. Charlie Kirk would probably treat his daughter's rape baby better than you have treated your father. Because I'm really not sure that you were that good of a son if you think that it's appropriate to go on YouTube and admit that you were cracking jokes about your dead dad on the way to see him on the slab. Disgusting. Sorry if I'm like totally not being humorous right now, or I don't have too much to say. I just have so much silent hatred for this guy that it's not worth it. It's not worth me even getting all worked up. Because this is not even, it's not even funny. It's just distasteful. It's not, what can I find funny? Sorry, what, like, sorry.
Yeah, I suppose I circumstantially feel bad for his children, but you know whose children I feel worse for? People who got murdered who weren't Flock Rush Limbaughs. Or better yet, the people who want to bring up...
So, you would feel bad for a leftist, but you wouldn't feel bad for anybody that had Charlie Kirk's point of view. You wouldn't feel bad about anyone on his side or any differing ideology compared to yours, right? That's fine.
His wife, oh, she lost the love of her life. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch? I don't. What the fuck do you mean? She married Frieza, and I'm supposed to sit over here and shed tears because Goku rightfully slimed him the fuck out? Girl, if you don't take that damn life insurance policy, find somebody out there with a proportionately sized face to lay with and get the fuck out of my... Absolutely the fuck not. And then...
Oh, so I'm assuming that you just think it's fine that he died, you know, because he was a bad dude, he was a bad husband according to you, right? That makes it justified, or that makes it that the assassinator was the hero and Charlie Kirk was the villain, right? It all worked out in the end, in your point of view, didn't it? And none of us have any idea if his wife loved him to death, if his kids loved him to death. You're just assuming that they didn't because you think that he's a bad father and a husband. Do you have any kind of idea what might happen to those kids growing up? They could possibly be having trauma that lasts into their adulthood because of the traumatic event that happened that caused them to lose their one and only blood-related father. But it'll be fine. She's going to marry somebody else with a lot of money, so it'll be fine.
And you want to ask me where's my empathy? Levin, you know what empathy is? It's not an endless stream of where I feel sorry for everything that happens to everybody ever. That's fucking sympathy. Empathy.
Who is asking you to cry your eyes out? Who is asking you to go on social media and just bawl your eyes out for this guy? No one. No one. The only thing that we're asking is that you just don't make a fool out of yourself. Don't say that someone deserves this or it's good that he died. Because that's morally wrong. I don't care about legality. I don't care about objective versus subjective. It's morally wrong. No one's asking you to cry your eyes out. And stop saying that people are, because they're not. All right? There's people that don't even know that this guy existed. And to say that we are demanding everyone in the world to feel so bad is just, that's incorrect. Because it doesn't even make sense. How can someone feel so bad? How can someone have any kind of like intense feeling for someone that they didn't even know? You know, when I heard that this guy died, I'm like, holy shit. You know, I can't believe that happened to somebody. That's really bad. I was thinking about it all day. But I wasn't dead on the floor, puddle of tears. No. But I would say that it's at least human to feel some kind of negative feeling towards what happened to this person, right? Somebody dies. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. That's a normal human reaction. But someone like Bella De Bella DeGrosso or whatever the fuck, Bella Delgado, Bella Delgado go, all right, probably had fireworks going off in their head. Probably was like, yes, I always hated him. He deserved it. He got what was coming to him. People like this guy, villainizing people for telling him to have a little bit of a soul. Let's hear his definition of empathy.
Is the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand what they're going through, their perspective, and say, what would I do if I was put in that predicament? For example, if I woke up tomorrow as a living Charlie Kirk.
If I woke up tomorrow as a living Charlie Kirk, and I knew that I was going to die, that I was going to be killed, my thoughts would probably be, man, I can't believe this. I'm not going to be able to support my wife and kids anymore. I'm not going to be able to see them ever again. They're never going to see me. They're probably going to have to get therapy for this trauma that they're dealing with. You know, my kids are going to grow up without their blood-related father, someone that they probably loved. Right? But let's hear what this guy would say.
I would myself. You want to know why that is? It's because I'm simultaneously empathizing with the hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians who've been murdered in their own homes over the past couple years that Charlie Kirk has sat there cheering for. Saying, yes, kill more of them.
I can guarantee you that is false. Cheering for people to die. Oh, yeah, that's something that he did. Right? And if this guy's referring to the gun discussion, his point was not that people, look at this face, that people should die in order to protect the amendment. His point was that gun deaths are not going to go away. And that gun deaths are going to happen if we want to keep our guns. People are still able to drive, right? Car deaths happen every day, more than gun deaths. But I guess we need to ban cars now because they kill people. I guess we need to ban knives because they stab people, because psychopaths stab people. Oh, I guess we have to try to find a way to eliminate lightning strikes because lightning strikes kill people. Right? You can go down this slippery slope all you want, but it's not going to change the fact that deaths happen because of certain things, and you can't just take certain things away to prevent deaths. People are going to die from more knife deaths then. Oh, you don't want gun deaths? I guess we're going to have knife deaths then. You don't want knife deaths? We have to take those away. We have to have stone deaths. Killing people with stones.
I'm thinking about the amount of people who've been murdered senselessly over the years that Charlie Kirk has taken the likenesses of of and sensationalized and smeared in order to fulfill some sort of fucking agenda. Mind you, George Floyd not being a perfect person seemed to be grounds to treat him the way that Charlie Kirk treated him. I'm thinking of Paul Pelosi, a man who was in the ICU because he got attacked by a hammer, and Charlie Kirk decided to get on social media and say, we should bail out the guy who did it. I'm thinking of every minority out there, every type of individual person who has experienced some sort of interpersonal trauma because of the fucking rhetoric that that man made millions of dollars spewing. Go.
People that pull this argument against you are not having an honest discussion. So we're supposed to feel equally bad about every person that dies, notable or not. I can't make that make sense in my head. Oh, I guess you don't feel bad about this guy that died then, huh? You know, oh, Charlie Kirk died. Well, how did you feel about this person dying? Oh, that doesn't make sense. You're supposed to feel bad for everybody.
Fuck yourself if you expect me to sit here and cry for a motherfucker who doesn't deserve a goddamn tear. You want to know what my empathy is telling me right now? That I hope Charlie Kirk is in the afterlife right now paying for every fucking thing he did to innocent people while he was on this planet. Charlie...
The bell tolls for thee as well. And if you don't change for the better, you might end up right there with him, if he's even there in the first place. I'm done. Conclusion. You are a born-for-nothing, worthless, bottom-feeding insectoid. Listen. If you need a father figure because yours is gone, I'm here for you, man. I will show you the light so you don't turn out the way that your father didn't want you to turn out to be. So you don't get worse. Because you need help. That's it. You need help. You need to help yourself. You need to go to therapy. You need to, you know what? Go outside, lay on the grass, feel the leaves, breathe in the fresh air, and look up at the sky. Because if you have this much hate in your heart because of politics, then I feel really bad, because the rest of your life is just going to be filled with hatred. And with all that said, I will see you all next time, back on the flip side. Peace the fuck out.